Trump's name getting ripped off a building is the closest thing to accountability he's faced in years, and you can see it in real time. When the most powerful man in the world has to watch his own name come down, that's not just a legal loss, that's an ego demolition.
A federal judge ordered the most powerful man in the world to remove his name from a building because it's illegal what he did, and the most powerful man in the world had to listen to that judge. I think it's a very powerful moment for us. Donald Trump is not all powerful. He wants to be authoritarian. He's not. And it is a hopeful sign that he's listening to judges' orders. I think this is one of the best things to happen in a long time. Obviously, not changing anyone's life, but to me, symbolically, metaphorically, what this means for the moment we're in, it feels kind of like a vibe shift. And God was kind of on our side because God said, let's just put a rainbow up there too. I love that. And you can see here, there is footage of the letters being removed. I like how that feels. Let's just watch it. Oof. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that feels really good. I want to know where those letters are going. If you or someone you know knows any of these people getting rid of those letters, let them give me a call. Send me an email. I would like to buy one, please.
This is the first time Trump's actually been forced to eat his own consequences. Not just dodge it on TV. You just know it stings when the only thing left of his legacy is a tarp and a rainbow. And the irony is, for a guy that's so obsessed with branding, the most memorable image of his name is getting peeled off like a bad sticker. And let's be real, the only thing more satisfying than watching those letters fall is knowing a black congresswoman made it happen while MAGA fans were busy crying about cancel culture. So sometimes the law actually does its job, and Trump's birthday just turned into a public humiliation party. If you thought Trump losing his name was a blow to his ego, just look at how the Middle East is playing it all out, where every deal is just another rerun. Every time someone says peace deal in the Middle East, you can then practically hear the laugh in the background.
And remember, just last weekend, they fired 30 ballistic missiles into Israel after the IDF launched similar strikes. Now, a diplomat involved in the talks told Fox News the strikes today in Beirut are creating issues with finalizing the deal. They went on to accuse Israel of sabotaging this agreement. The Israelis are pushing back, saying that their civilians are under threat in the northern part of their country, and these will not go unanswered, these attacks over the border. This does come amid an optimistic statement by the Prime Minister of Pakistan, who on Saturday posted to X saying, quote, "We are closer to a peace deal than ever before." With finalization likely in the next 24 hours, Pakistan is preparing for the electronic signing of the peace deal immediately after, followed by technical level talks next week. Now, Iran's foreign minister weighed in Saturday on the most sensitive issue within the agreement amid reports that a Qatari negotiating team arrived in Tehran today to push the understanding across the finish line.
We postponed the nuclear issue to the final agreement for various reasons, as it was truly impossible to discuss it under current circumstances. The demands they had were in no way acceptable. Therefore, we brought up other issues that could be agreed upon in the first stage and postponed the nuclear issue to the second stage, which is, of course, a more difficult phase in which 60 days of negotiation have been envisioned.
This after President Trump posted to Truth Social overnight saying, in part, quote, "My agreement with Iran is the exact opposite, a wall to no nuclear weapon. In fact, they no longer want a nuclear weapon, nor will they have one, either through purchase, development, or any other form of procurement." The Iranians are continuing provocative action in the Strait of Hormuz.
So Iran vows revenge, Israel strikes back, and somewhere in the middle, diplomats are pretending to negotiate like it's not the same script every week. The only thing more recycled than these threats are the headlines about imminent peace. Pakistan's prime minister posts about peace on X, but missiles are still flying because apparently optimism is just another export. And Trump jumps in to claim his deal was the exact opposite. Like anyone believes Iran is giving up nukes because he posted about it on Truth Social. This is what happens when international diplomacy turns into a group chat full of compulsive liars. But if you think global politics is stuck in a loop, wait until you see Trump's solution to crime in DC.
Maybe we'll take back Washington, run it on the federal basis. We won't put up with it. We're not going to lose our businesses. By the way, Washington now is a safe, beautiful place. We have a thriving community. We got rid of the crime. We're 92% down on crime. Think of it. And we're going to be close to 100% pretty soon. You always have some whack job someplace, but we're going to be close to 100%.
But let me read you something from The Hill. They looked up some research into the crime in D.C., and they found that while the Guard's presence, the National Guard the president brought in Washington helped drive down some crime, including a 24% decline in opportunistic property crime, the report found it is not the correct tool for violent offenses and comes at a far higher cost than a traditional police law enforcement.
So Trump claims crime is down 92%, which is wild considering the only thing that's dropping faster than those numbers is his grip on reality. The man's out here promising to clean up DC like he didn't just leave it messier than a teenager's bedroom. Meanwhile, the real experts are pointing out that the National Guard is just a band-aid on a bullet wound. But Trump's strategy is simple. Ignore the facts, blame the usual suspects, and act like law and order is just a catchphrase. You can just shoot until the cameras turn off. The only thing he's actually taken back is his own talking points. And the same fantasy logic Trump uses for crime stats is on full display with his so-called imminent peace deals. Trump's imminent peace deal with Iran is so close you can almost hear the music rerun.
Peace agreement with Iran. He announced yesterday that that deal will be signed today, although it will happen, we are told, electronically, so we won't see either side in the room together. They'll do it separately, digitally. The president on Truth Social yesterday in that announcement said they no longer want a nuclear weapon, nor will they have one, either through purchase, development, or any immediately after it's signed. The Hormuz Strait is open to all. Hopefully this process will all work out quickly, easily, and smoothly. If it doesn't, we have the ultimate alternative, hopefully never to be used again. The latest from the Iranians, however, is that it will not be signed this weekend. The spokesperson for the Iranian foreign minister told state media it could, though, happen in the coming days. So we will see. We'll track it today. According to a White House official, the terms include all of Iran's nuclear material is going to be destroyed and removed. The nuclear program is going to be dismantled. None of Iran's money will be released without full compliance. The Strait of Hormuz will be reopened again, and then there will be no Iranian funding of terrorist groups. Now,